And welcome to week 8, postpartum. We're going to today work on our core and opening again a little bit through the shoulders, just to counter the postural demands of feeding and carrying the baby, and stretching our legs a little bit and just kind of getting into the whole body a bit more now that we're past the 6-week mark. So let's get started. Come on down to your back, just to center ourselves and allow our bodies to just feel breath. I'm feeling the earth beneath you. Palms are facing the sky. Eyes can be shut down. Just noticing where your breath is moving your body. Your natural breath should fill up your belly, expand your ribs, move the chest up a little bit, and as you exhale, the chest softens, the ribs draw inwards, and the belly softens. So we're going to spend a few more breaths here, just to really listen to your body. Notice if there's any tension anywhere, maybe any pain or tightness. It doesn't mean we have to judge it, we're just noticing. Gently open your eyes and stretch your limbs away from each other. Nice big good morning stretch. And then exhale, release everything, let it just flop to the mat, noticing your body and where it falls against the mat. One more time, inhale and stretch, breathe. Reaching your fingers away from those toes, flexing all your muscles, and then let go. One more time. Open, open, open. And then exhale, this time float your arms down to meet your knees. And we'll just roll side to side, giving your lower back a little bit of a massage. And then if you want to roll onto one side to come up, you can do that. Otherwise, you can maybe be playful if your back feels okay. Just swinging your legs up and down, using a little bit of momentum, a little bit of control through the tummy, onto the shoulder blades, onto the sits bones. And you're going to slowly transition onto all fours. If you have blocks, they'll be handy for today's practice. So we're going to spread all the fingers. Knees are under your hips and finding your nice table shape. And just be aware that you don't allow your chest to collapse and your neck and your head to collapse towards the mat. You want to make sure you're nice and strong, pushed away from the ground so that you have a nice flat table shape along your back. Inhale, look up, chest up for cow pose, and then exhale, curl your spine into angry cat. Push the earth away from you, tuck the spine towards the ceiling, and then inhale, belly comes down, still pushing the earth away from your chest. Be careful not to collapse. Looking up, make sure your lower jaw is relaxed, and then exhale, curl the foot back up. Inhale, breathe, and open the heart. Exhale to curl. Inhale. And exhale. Let's return to neutral. Take a breath here. Feel your natural breath expand the body. And then as you exhale, start to engage that deep core. So we talked about this a little bit on the first video, week 6. Just drawing in that navel and finding your pelvic floor muscles. Inhale, release it. Exhale, trying to find those deep muscles. It should feel like your waist is getting a little smaller and you're lifting from the inside. Good, one more time. Inhale. And exhale. This time we're going to try to keep those deep core muscles engaged. And if you let them go by accident, it's okay. Just try to recruit them and bring them back. And you're going to breathe in and out, trying to keep the inner core activated, and then take your right leg back and the left arm forward. Keeping that inner core strong. And be careful not to collapse through the chest. So if you collapse, you might feel like you're dipping towards the earth. You want to keep pushing the ground away from you. And then we're going to exhale, bring the limbs back. Let's round the spine, release your back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, open, exhale. Inhale and exhale, cat. Draw the belly in. Inhale, belly comes down, chest. Good. Let's reset. Spreading all 10 fingers, grounding, engaging that core on your exhale. Keep it engaged for a few breaths here. And when you're ready, that left leg's going to go back and your right arm forward this time. Push the earth away from you as you hold this balancing cat or bird dog pose. Good. You should feel the abdominals working, your shoulder working. There shouldn't be any strain in that lower back. And your glute working to keep that leg lifted. And then we come back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale. Inhale. Good, flatten your feet. I'm just going to sink your bum towards your heels and coming down with your forehead. If the ground feels far, you can take a block to rest your forehead on. I'm just going to rest in 3 breaths for child's pose. And when you're here, try to imagine your breath filling up the back side of your body. So breathing into the rib cage on the back side of your body. Opening up through the other side. Oh, slowly ragdoll back up. Okay, we're going to tuck the toes. Now, when we do this one, you can always bring your knees back down. That's an option. But if you can, we're going to see if we can do cat-cow with the knees a little bit off the ground, just to warm up your core a little bit more. So take a breath in to prepare yourself. And as you exhale, we're going to lift the knees so that your shins are parallel to the mat. And then on an exhale, we'll round the spine, but keep the legs where they are. And then as you inhale, open your heart, tailbone up, chest up. Exhale, curl the mid back, tailbone down, head down. Inhale. Exhale. Really curl your spine, tuck that tummy in, and then release it down with control. Open the heart. We'll do one more angry cat. One more cow. And then come back to neutral. Take your knees down. This time we'll put the toes together, big toes together, knees apart, and sit into a wide leg child's pose. Release into the earth with the forehead. And 3 breaths here. Good, slowly. Spreading your 10 fingers, coming back, tucking those toes. One more time, looking up, chest up, and then this time our exhale is going to send us into downward dog. So bending those knees to start. Making sure you soften your knees so that you can get a flat back. So sometimes when we try to straighten our legs right away, our hamstrings, the backs of your legs, are so tight that you can't get the back to be flat and you might feel a bit rounded. So just give a generous bend to your knees and then push back into those hips until you feel your spine in neutral. And then maybe play with sinking your heels towards the earth, but without at the expense of rounding your back. Good. Inhale, reach back through those hips. It's like you're trying to send your heart a little bit closer to your thighs. And then as you exhale, take your body weight forward, and you can always bring your knees down if you need to modify. And your shoulders end up over your wrists. Core is strong, coming forward, and then we're going to roll it back. Bending our knees. And then rise up, round like a big wave. You're trying to roll your spine one vertebra at a time until you come into that plank position. Push back through your heels. Push the earth away from your chest. Then we're going to come forward on the toes and start with your head. Upper back, mid back, lower back, and then all the way back to those hips, ending in downward dog. Let's do one more. Rounding forward. Remember, at any time you can bring your knees down. Good, breathe. You should feel your tummy working, your shoulders working to keep you lifted. Forward on the toes, head, upper back, mid back, lower back. Beautiful. We're going to walk the toes together, bend your knees, inhale. Exhale, step your feet up to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Feel the hamstring stretching. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, breathe and reach up. Grow tall. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come in for a half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Stepping or hopping back to a nice strong plank. You can take a breath here, lower the knees, or keep your knees off the ground for more challenge. And then exhale, lower, elbows drawing in towards those rib cages, feeling your triceps working. Inhale for a baby cobra. Exhale down. Ready? You're going to push back into your knees or the tops of your feet, and then flip back downward facing dog. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, lead with the other leg. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Push the earth as you grow. Exhale, right away we swan dive this time. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant those fingers, stepping back. Nice strong plank. Take a breath. Exhale, lower. Knees come down if you want to modify. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, push back. Come back to downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, stepping up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees. Breathe and reach and grow. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping back to a nice strong plank. Take a breath. Exhale, lower. Knees can come down anytime. Inhale, come up. Scoop the heart upwards. Exhale, down. Push into the ground and come back down the facing dog. We're going to take the right leg up and just really reach the heel back like you're trying to touch that back wall. And then bend your left knee a little bit to help you find that nice diagonal shape from your middle fingers right through your spine, all the way to that back lifted heel. As we exhale, we're going to fire your core, round your spine, sort of like we did earlier in that rolling plank. And we're going to tuck that knee towards your forehead, like really trying to connect. Your inhale takes you back, nice and slow, with control. Exhale, roll yourself forward, push the earth away from you. If you need to modify, bring that back knee down. Inhale, last time, kick it back, reach, diagonal line through the body. Exhale, rolling forward, rounding, knee in. And then we're going to try to step that right foot between your hands. If it didn't make it, just grab your ankle and inch it up. Your back knee is going to come down. And we can take blocks if the ground feels far. Okay, and the blocks are very handy for that. So we're going to squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Straighten up through your chest. Take a breath. And then coming up for a half lunge. Okay, you should be feeling strong through the hips. Pulling your tummy strong to support your torso. And then a little stretch in the front of your left hip. Your hip flexors. And you'll feel more if you lift your heart towards the right. We're going to take a breath and then exhale, lower those hands to blocks or the mat. And then we're going to take our right arm and open it up for a half twist. Maybe looking up towards your hand. Good, breathe. And then exhale, your hand's going to come inside your right foot. We're going to heel toe this right foot out to the side. And then just let your body kind of drop towards the earth. The hips are coming towards the earth as you open your heart. Good. Push the ground nice and strong away. Come up off your back knee or stay. And then we're going to step back to a nice strong plank. Take a breath in and then exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, push back into a nice strong plank, knee plank. And then find your downward dog. Spread all 10 fingers, bend your knees. Left leg this time, again, we're trying to find that nice diagonal from the heel all the way to the middle finger, so soften your right knee if you need to. And then exhale, round forward. Pulling your knee towards your forehead. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, kick back, splits. Downward dog splits. Exhale, rounding forward. Remember, you can always bring that back knee down if it's too much. Okay, we're still doing lots of work here. Inhale, drive that weight back. Exhale, last one, round. Try to reach those shoulders beyond your wrists so that you can step that foot right between those hands. Again, blocks can be handy here. Back knee is going to come down. You're going to square off your hips. Squeeze your back glute to help support, and then lift for half lunge on this side. Again, if you want a deeper stretch, you're going to lift your heart to the opposite side, so this time to the left. And you're going to stretching that hip flexor. Exhale down. And then we're going to inhale, twist, left arm to the sky. Exhale, left arm inside that left foot. We're going to heel toe over to the edge of your mat. And then just let your weight drop into the hips and try to open your chest. If your knee is crossing your toes, you might need to scooch the back leg back a bit more. Find a nice strong position for setting up for plank here. So we're going to lift that back knee off the ground. If you can, push the ground away from your chest. And then step your left foot back to meet that right foot. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower. Knees come down anytime. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Let's do another cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your cobra this time. You're going to squeeze your bum a little bit to lift the back legs. Pull your belly button up off the mat so that you're protecting your lower back. And you can float your arms off here like a T shape. Here, palms facing outwards. So you're going to make sure that you're rotating in external rotation. Thumbs facing the sky. So you should feel the chest opening, not closing. Good, and breathing as you hover. And then exhale, pick a cheek to lie on. And just let your body sink into the mat. I'm going to do that again. Ready? So you're going to fire your core, belly in and strong, lifting the limbs, opening through the chest. Tuck your chin in to elongate the neck. Good. Breathe. Feel like you're opening your body, lengthening your body, taking up space. And then exhale, release everything down. Other cheek this time, so your neck is stretching both ways. Hands under your shoulders. We're going to bring it back. Child's pose. 3 breaths. Notice how your body feels. Rounding yourself forward to all fours, tucking those toes, and we're going to come back to downward facing dog. Taking your right leg up for the splits. We're going to do a similar thing, so we're going to do a twist so that we work the side abs a little bit more this time. So as you exhale this time, you're trying to touch your knee to the opposite elbow, like you're really trying to kiss your knee to your elbow. Inhale, come back, splits. Exhale, try to touch your elbow, kiss your elbow. One more time, inhale. Exhale, we're going to hover and hold, so you're trying to reach. Remember, you always bring that back knee down, okay? So we're trying to touch your elbow. Bring it back to center, and then step forward. If you can, this time we're going to leave that back leg off the ground, but you can always bring it down whenever, okay? So we're going to look up, chest up. Again, the blocks might be handy here. And then when you feel ready and steady, we're going to come up for a full crescent lunge. So really reaching up through those arms, sink your shoulders away from the ears. Maybe your chest can turn a little bit to the right and upwards for a deeper stretch. Good, one more breath. And then this time we're going to open up our shoulders a bit more, cactus those arms. Beautiful, inhale, reach up. Exhale, coming down, fingertips. We're going to sink the hips a little bit lower if you can. We're going to sweep up that right arm in our full twist. Good, breathe. Exhale, hand inside your right foot. We're going to heel toe your right foot over. Right hand and left hand are on either side of the mat. You're going to push into the ground nice and strong. Good. Back knee can come down if you want. We're going to push and then try to hover this right foot a little bit off the ground. And then step it back. Take a breath. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Push back, plank, any plank. And then come back to downward facing dog. Bending those knees, setting up for the other side. Your inhale takes your left leg up. Exhale, rounding, trying to kiss your right elbow with that left knee. Inhale, come back, splits. Exhale, and reach across using your obliques, your side abdominals. Inhale, reach. Exhale, this time we're going to hover. Really try to kiss that elbow. And then take your left foot between your hands. Look up, chest up. Squeeze your glutes. Belly is strong. And we come up, crescent lunge on this side. Again, a deeper stretch. If you take your left chest up to the left. Exhale, arms come down. Good, we're going to sweep that left arm up. Exhale, left hand inside, heel toe over. Push the earth with your hands firmly. Activate your core. Back knee can come down if you need to. We're going to try to hover that foot just for a moment and then step back. Take a breath. Exhale, lower. Inhale for your cobra. Exhale, push back this time. Take a child's pose and we'll take 5 breaths here. Finish your last breath, filling up your lower back and the upper back. Into those shoulders. Exhale, release. Spreading all 10 fingers. Coming back to table shape, tuck your toes, and then gently lift back into downward dog. And maybe pedal out your feet a little bit. We're going to do one more flow together. perhaps a little bit faster this time. Almost like a little dance. We're going to move our bodies. So bend your knees. We're going to take that right leg up to the sky. Find your diagonal line. Exhale, pull your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, drive it back. Exhale, pull it to your opposite elbow. Remember, you can always bring your back knee down if you need to modify it. Inhale. Exhale, pull your knee to the center, round your spine, shoulders over those wrists, and we're going to step through. Look up, chest up. Inhale, one breath up. Exhale, open your arms, interlace your fingers behind you, and stretch your chest. Look up if you can. Inhale, reach. Exhale, float forward. Take a breath and open up your right arm, stretch. Good, back knee can come down if you want to modify. We're going to heel toe halfway down the mat and push your hips to the sky. If you can take your knee off the ground in the back and spin to the pinky side of your foot to go ahead. And then exhale, hand comes down. Step back to a plank and lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Push back. Coming into your downward facing dog, bend your knees. Left leg floats up. Exhale, round your spine, bringing your left knee to the left elbow. Inhale. Exhale. Touch your opposite elbow. Inhale. Splits. Exhale, center. Stepping your foot through. Back knee can come down if you need to. We're going to reach up for crescent lunge. Opening your arms. Interlace your fingers the other way this time. Open the chest. Look up if that's available. Breathe. Exhale down. The inhale takes your left arm up. For your twist, back knee can come down to modify. We're going to heel toe the left leg back halfway. And then push your hips up. Exhale, hand comes down. Stepping back to a strong plank. Take a breath. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra again. Exhale, down. Inhale, up for a cobra. Exhale, down. We're going to inhale up for another cobra and hold it. Squeeze your glutes, fire your core, and extend your arms out in front of you if you can. If that's too much for the shoulders, you can always bring them out to the sides. So pick what works for you. Take a breath. Exhale a little higher. And then if you can start to swim, opposite arm, opposite legs, working the back side of your body. Imagine yourself floating across, skimming the top of water. We're going to do 2 more breaths just like this. And then exhale everything down. Push into the mat. And then fold yourself into child pose again. Good, rolling yourself forward to all fours, tucking those toes. We'll do 1 more downward dog. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, stepping up to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, breathe in, reach up, grow. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. You're going to slowly drop your feet, balancing on your toes, and then dropping onto the sits bones. Finding a nice tall spine in boat pose. If you need a little bit of support, you can hold on to the backs of your legs or put your hands behind you for a little bit of like a kickstand support. Otherwise, you can stay here, open the chest. If you're feeling strong and up for it, you can lift the legs. Today, I'm going to leave my feet on the ground and just kind of hover them. So I'm pretending there's a grape underneath each foot. I just don't want to squish that grape. Good, take another breath. And then exhale. We're going to slowly roll down, try to come down 1 vertebra at a time. And then we'll pull that right knee into the chest, lengthen out the left leg. Press your right heel to the sky. Opening up through the back side of your leg, toes coming down towards your face for a deeper calf stretch. If that's feeling a bit too tight, give yourself some slack by bending that left leg. Nice even breaths. Imagine your breath breathing into your right leg, and as you exhale, releasing, letting those muscles go. I'm going to bend your knees and tuck your ankle over top and thread the needle or supine pigeon. You can also clasp the top of your shin for a deeper stretch. And you should be feeling this in your right hip. Getting into your glutes. Again, maybe shutting down your eyes and focusing your breath into that right hip. And gently release. And we'll take your left leg in. Right leg is long, and then we'll push your heel to the sky, toes coming down towards your face, opening up through the left back of the leg. Use your breath to breathe into your muscles. Use your exhale to melt them a little further. Imagine them letting go, lengthening. Bend up your right knee, bend your left knee, tuck your ankle over top, and again we'll pull those legs in for our left hip stretch. Feeling your heartbeat slowing down. And gently releasing. Doing any other last movements your body feels like it wants to make. And then we'll just do one more good morning stretch, just like we did at the beginning. And exhale, letting your body just fall against the earth. Letting your jaw relax, the muscles around your face relax. The only movement left is the subtle waves of your breath in and out. And as you enjoy your Shavasana, last moment of your practice, try to keep your mind focused on your breath, or noticing with all your senses how the body is feeling. Sometimes the mind tends to wander, and we're just going to guide it back to your practice. Namaste.